action and excitement. It's Dino Crisis 2. Much less of a horror game than the first one.
Yeah, more of an arcade game.
Yeah.
Big right turn for the series, but weirdly one that a lot of people actually enjoyed.
I'm
Usually
interested.
when
It's got a
a
good
game
reputation.
is usually when a game like this changes its entire genre so hard, people are like, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, still got its fans.
Yeah. Yeah, get the hell out. I'm used to playing first Dino Crisis.
1 year has passed since the third energy incident. Dr. Kirk's research on third energy has been taken over by a government agency, and massive research has begun at a base somewhere in the Midwest. However, in their pursuit of immediate results, they have failed to take the necessary precautions, and once again, an accident has occurred. This time, the entire research base, military institution, and a small town close by have disappeared. In their place, there now lies a jungle from another time.
May 10th, 2010. I'm about to step through a gate into another time. Or maybe it's another world. I'm being sent in with other members of TRAT. Our mission? To rescue 1,300 survivors and collect data on the Third Energy Project.
Hey Sarge, where do you want this? Did you organize a transmission on this GPS? There's something wrong. Hey. Huh?
Guy in the background died of too low resolution.
Cretaceous way of welcoming guests, huh? Not exactly the red carpet treatment.
All these pixels are falling out.
There's no response.
I'm pretty sure my team's alright. There's more than 1,000 survivors. Let's get moving. Now hold on. What was your name again? Hey!
The ivy's wrapped around the door. It won't open. Let's try the door over there.
Oh, come on. Didn't they teach you how to open a door at SOAR training? Here, I'll show you. Watch this.
That's a weird looking key.
Guy's a total trap.
Yeah. That weapon definitely suits a TRAT member. But I prefer to go in this way. See ya, Mr. Barbarian.
Hey, the name's Dylan. call me that when you need some help, okay?
Don't care.
Feel like they fucked up the aspect ratio to make this widescreen? Or this could just be classic Capcom design, and yeah, he's meant to be like Chris Redfield.
Yeah, I remember him being a bulky lad.
And yeah, Regina now has much more of a dumper.
Yep. Everyone is caked up in this. You couldn't see, but the T-Rex, juicy.
Okay, this brings up our map. I'm ready. Use my tiny, tiny shotgun.
It's comically small.
Could never kill a dinosaur with that thing. Oh, we did get the door cut open. By Regina questioning our manhood for our failure to do so. Prepare to kill. Now it's time to kill. They really upped the resolution of the character models re-release, and it makes the backgrounds very stark.
Yeah, it's one of the... Because Capcom have been re-releasing absolutely everything and remastering it. Problem is, they haven't given the backgrounds the same treatment.
And they really, really needed to. They kind of dumped this by surprise. No one really expected there to be a Dino Crisis re-release of either game.
Yeah.
Happened like right after we did the first game too.
Yeah. I think it was like we finished it in like the November or something, and it came out like the end of that month.
Sounds about right. Us.
Forget precisely when it was, but it was literally like 2 or 3 weeks later. Like, well, shit.
This even the Jeep. Take your word for it, game. That looks like a fish sandwich.
The hell kind of bread have you been eating?
I don't know. There's some game where there's like a really ugly sandwich that's a healing item. Might be Illbleed or something.
I'm probably thinking of Deadly Premonition. All the sandwiches in that look vile.
Oh yeah, the Sinner sandwich even looks like a weird fish sandwich.
Sinner sandwich,
like
I think,
turkey.
if I remember correctly, is cornflakes and raspberry jam or strawberry jam.
Yeah, with turkey.
Yeah, that's right. But even like the regular sandwiches have like purple lettuce.
Yeah, I've made a Sinner sandwich before, just like everyone has.
I think anyone that played that game for 10 minutes and saw that scene was like, I need to try this.
Yep. Good combo. Sweet and savory. And it really humiliates Francis York Morgan as a FBI profiler.
I think the thing that I didn't really like about it was the combination of the texture of soft bread and crunchy. Just for whatever reason, no.
Yeah. Certain amount of sense. I've got a knife. Not that I need it. I've already got like a striker with the maximum upgrade. Thing is one-shotting dinosaurs, and it has 100 ammo clip.
You will get weapons with ridiculous ammo counts. Do not worry about that.
Perfect. Try one of these. Apparently I'm maxed out on holding them. Oh. Well. Yeah. Hemostat, which means bleeding is back.
Yep. Not as prevalent as it was in the first game, if I remember correctly.
It was brutal in the first.
It's one of the worst ideas that they put into any kind of Resident Evil style game.
Yeah, I was skating around on 1 HP that entire game. Dino Crisis 1 was one of those games where playing it was torture, And when I was done with it, I was like, that was amazing. That's an excellent game. I still love it.
I think I said at the time I hadn't played it since it came out in like '99, and I had fond memories of it. But going through it, I was like, my God, I was an idiot as a teenager.
Now I think it's like objectively well designed, but it's really, really obtuse and first-time player unfriendly. It wants you to suffer.
A lot of the reviews for it at the time, I remember being like, this is like Resident Evil hard mode, essentially.
Yeah. I never played any Resident Evil before.
Was that before or after we did RE5?
It was before.
Was after? Was it?
I'm relatively sure. I could be wrong.
Fair enough. The one thing that's probably worth pointing out, which the game doesn't, I think, is that if you knock a dinosaur down, you can combo it with your melee weapon.
By comboing
We'll
it?
need to do that for some of the... no, I think it's ever so slightly leaking.
Dinosaur.
Hey!
Yeah, there's a couple of enemies
Who
that you'll
are
need to
you?
do that with later.
Are you one of the survivors?
Loose ninja on the compound.
Don't run away! Come out! We came here to rescue you!
Oh, I just remembered one of the plot twists from later.
Yay! You have found a Dino file. Hey, we can learn about the Velociraptors? Educational game? Assuming any of this is actually still correct now, as opposed to when it was written.
Yeah, I was going to say it wasn't correct then.
We have learned a lot about dinosaurs. This is a like year 2000 game, apparently.
Yeah, I think it's because I had a check. Came out in 2000 and came out almost the same time as Parasite Eve 2.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I have a physical copy of that lying around.
Yeah, this was September 2000, and Parasite Eve 2 came out in Japan in December 1999. So they were essentially being worked on at the exact same time.
There are ultra raptors that are extremely hard to kill. Hunt them down if you're a real man. Kill rare animals to prove your dick size.
Oh, you'll want to check that computer.
Oh yeah, I meant to, and then I had a very long cutscene and I forgot. But look at this. Look at how it's rendered.
Yeah.
So bad.
All I can say is it looked a lot better on a CRT.
Yeah, honestly, the visual upgrades are worsening the overall game experience.
Yeah.
But I do like the
Say what you
widescreen.
will about Square, they do when they do stuff like this and they upgrade a game visually, they make sure to do the backgrounds as well, so you don't get this exact thing.
Yeah. Not have like building additional healing items out of random components. Is there no crafting mechanic in this game?
Nope. Everything you get, you either find loose or you buy from the shop.
Max ammo. Close to 4 plus 100.
Yep. If you go to charge, it just refills your weapon to the amount that you can afford.
Yeah. Yep. Literally recharge our gun, but it's at 69.
Nice.
Oh, I gotta
And if
tell
you,
it how much I want.
Yeah. and cartridge, I think, just increases the amount that your gun can hold.
Yeah. Probably good to have, though I don't know if the starting gun is going to be one we're going to want to invest a lot in.
I think
I
both characters, because you get to play as Regina as well. They each get like 4 or 5 different weapons.
I mean, so far this
I
is
think you also-
extremely effective, but it says like a light weapon that not going to kill it.
Yeah, your baby Spas 12 knockoff is the weakest weapon in the game.
It's technically a toy gun,
Yeah.
but we wield it with such confidence. It kills them.
In fairness, he is the size of the boulder that Chris Redfield punched to death.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not outside the realm of Capcom game design to have toys literally kill enemies. The final boss in Dead Rising can be one-shot using the Nerf gun.
Yeah.
No reason to kill every dinosaur you see, but video game.
Actually, there is a reason, and that's because it gives you more money.
Yeah, true. That's our points. Someone is scoring us, and then the computer takes our score. Gives us upgrades based on that.
Yeah, this is one of the weird crossovers with Parasite Eve, because in Parasite Eve 2, you get bounty points for killing enemies, and in this you get extinction points.
Weird. So we're actually trying to extinct the dinosaurs? We are the meteor?
I mean, what is a shotgun shell but a bullet filled with tiny meteors?
Can't argue with that.
It's the dinosaur's natural enemy.
We're little chicken dinosaurs that ran this way.
Yeah,
They ran
I
through
think
the wall.
I can't remember if you can actually kill them. I think they're just like background detail.
Yeah. Same with the cockroaches.
If I remember correctly, enemies will keep respawning in a room up to a point.
And then if you go back in that room, they spawn again. There are infinite dinosaurs. Just Benny Hill them if you want.
And you will need to, because there's a couple of areas where you require a special weapon. They're not cheap.
Back for more, huh?
You one-eyed menace.
Scared them off. It's so tough.
Yeah, this isn't just to warn you. This is not a boss fight.
Yeah, I figured that out. Like, turn the camera angle. Get the ladder, dude. No. And shoot an air canister into his mouth.
Yeah.
I think we get some iframes.
No
as we
smile,
go up
you
ladders.
son of a bitch. Yeah, game's very generous about that. You can essentially give enemies the runaround just by climbing up and down ladders all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
Wouldn't
it's,
recommend it, but you can do that.
it's an action game. Capcom sort of redefined action games with very specific iframes. Call this a Devil May Cry prototype.
Dino may cry.
Why has that not happened yet? They wouldn't even put a Dino Crisis character in, like, in their fighting game.
Yeah, it was. I'm genuinely surprised that Regina or Dylan never showed up in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
But there's a whole bunch of characters that, at the very least, when 3 came out, and then Infinite, which was terrible, people were like, how come X, Y, and Z isn't in it? They would have been a, perfect shoe-in.
Yeah, all the, like, crossover fighters, which are a good idea. They never have anywhere near the sort of roster that Smash Brothers had, even in the first Smash Brothers.
Yeah. There's always at least a dozen more characters so that people are like, why did you decide not to go with this one?
Yeah, I mean, we saw PlayStation All-Stars, and like the only good character choices were Isaac, Parappa, Sweet Tooth, and Kratos. Everyone else was a disaster.
I mean, they filled 2 character slots with the guy from Infamous. That's how hard up for characters they were.
Yep. No Resident Evils, no Lara Croft, none of their icons.
Yep. But we did get the Big Daddy from BioShock Infinite. It's like from BioShock, quote, for some reason.
Yep.
Unquote. And the final boss was a very obscure character from very early PlayStation 1 advertisements. So.
Really gonna need the flavor text to tell us what is on anytime we see something. Is this a way through, or is it debris? I don't know. I can read the word medical room.
Yeah.
Red Cross.
No one tells the Red Cross about this game?
Yeah, it should be illegal to use that symbol.
Should be green.
Yeah, Red Cross has been suing everybody. The Twisted Metal 2 re-release had to change their health pickups because they were Red Crosses.
I think Doom did as well when they re-released Doom 1 and 2 last year. Year before, maybe.
Red Cross got nothing better to do.
So, this whole thing happened, I think they said like a week or 2 ago. But whoever's written this has been here for years.
It does say time shift.
Yeah.
Doctor's Bay. Yeah, the dinosaurs were incidental to the plot of the first game.
Yeah. It was, we need a better energy source. Oh shit, we accidentally punched a hole in space-time.
Yep. But it was like a nuclear bomb going off. It didn't involve dinosaurs until they did it a second time. Overdrive of third energy. I mean, if you can shift time, you have years. Infinite years.
I mean, taking us back to the 70s, no big deal.
Oops, they went 65 million.
Now my players are going to look even more ridiculous.
Accidentally typed 6 zeros too many. Been there.
I accidentally ordered 144 gross of eggs.
Like ordering from an AI drive-through menu.
Yeah.
1 million napkins, 1 million cups of water.
Only 14 plastic forks, which was a bit weird, but we decided to see where it was going.
Unknown symptoms. Died of diseases that haven't existed in 5 million years, I guess.
See, now all I can think of for some reason is the Buffy musical episode.
Someone's got to do it.
Where, Xander and Anya's song has the infamous line, "His penis got diseases from a Shumash tribe." It's hilarious in context, trust me.
Yep. That guy definitely deserved to write every movie for a decade.
Yeah, he hasn't irrevocably changed the path of how dialogue is written in movies.
Yep. Make one highest grossing film of all time. Free reign to do damage to culture.
Yep.
Like the highest grossing film
Funny,
of all
'cause
time
remember-
comes out every year now. Who cares?
Yeah, it's something I was thinking about a while back. Was Waterworld when it came out? It was the first film that cost upwards of $100 million to make. And that was in like 94 when most big budget movies were still around about $40 to $60 million. And now, if your film costs less than $100 million to make,
It's an indie film.
you're not taken seriously.
Yeah.
It's like you're just making some kind of local child movie. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, like Garden State would throw in an extra $50 million just to hit that $100 million.
Yeah.
Just to be taken somewhat seriously. I just watched a movie from last year called Dust Bunny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Brian Fuller's first movie.
Yeah, I was going to say that's Brian Fuller and Mads Mikkelsen, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it's Brian Fuller and Mads Mikkelsen. All I had to say was Brian
I have
Fuller.
to put one of my husbandos in the film.
Yeah, the
Come on.
Mads Mikkelsen was inferred. And yeah, I don't know how much it cost. They have specifically withheld that information because it made $1.4 million at the box office.
Oh.
That's like less than the salary of the actors.
Yeah.
Gruesome.
Yikes.
It
See, I
wasn't bad, so maybe check
remember-
it out sometime.
Yeah. See, I remember it's on my list to watch at some point. But I remember, yeah, because the first I heard of it was this film's coming out. And then a week later, it's like, this film's coming out on streaming next week. So I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. Why did you bother putting it in the cinema in the first place? Like, save everyone the bother.
Yeah, they should probably do that with more movies. It probably would have gotten a lot more attention had it just gone straight to stream.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it getting basically no attention whatsoever.
I had
Other
never
than-
heard of it. Like a Mads
Yeah.
Mikkelsen movie
I only
that
knew
came out
about it
last year. Fuck.
Yeah, see, I only heard about it because there's a couple of accounts that I follow on X, the Everything app, and they do occasional roundups of, by the way, here's all the latest weird horror movies that are coming out in the next couple of weeks. And they'll do a roundup when there's a whole bunch of them coming to streaming. And I was like, oh, Mads Mikkelsen in a new weird horror movie where he plays a hitman that goes after imaginary creatures. I'm interested.
Yeah, it's Leon the Professional meets Monsters Inc. And maybe see why it wasn't a huge hit, but
It's
an
a
interesting
bit of a
idea.
weird crossover, but from what I understand, it does kind of work.
works to an extent. Like, don't prioritize it, don't rush out and watch it, but got an hour and a half to kill. Adequate. You will see things you've never
Yeah,
seen before, some of which you...
Yeah, it struck me from what people were saying as it's basically, this is cool if you get the chance.
Got David Dalmastian in it. Everything does.
He is one of our premier weird little guys. But
Yep.
I will not hear this slander.
It's not slander. Honestly, his role should have been much, much bigger. That would have helped the film. Goes up in the final act.
A shame.
Yep. Kept in a box in the wall of this room.
Hundreds of civvies.
That's
Well,
cool.
I'm sure that nothing will come of that little information.
Yep, that's food storage for the dinosaurs.
And here's the part of the island we charmingly refer to as the Charnel House. Sorry, it's not an island. It's literally in like a landlocked area. For some reason, I just keep thinking it's an island. Probably because of Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Wasn't the first game on an island?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's also...
You have inserted an incorrect key.
If for some reason dinosaurs and islands go together like machetes and soft, squishy bodies.
Somebody answer me. David. Regina. Over.
This is Regina. Over.
Regina, I'm trapped. I'm at the military facility. I need your help. Over.
Did you swing your precious machete around? Well, I guess I can help you out. Over.
Good.
They really are.
She's a
You've got a
master
small
victim.
dick and you're
In front of the doors
compensating
of Mark.
jokes.
Don't let me down. Over.
Oh yeah, some of the weapons he gets are ridiculously large. This is 100% one of those games.
Nice. Well, he is on lockdown, so we get to play as the cool character.
Yep.
I think the announcement said, like, when we first got locked down, that we were being punished for using the wrong key. So, like, the lockbox opens when you use the wrong key, but it also, like, yells at you.
Yeah.
What a weird
Funnily
system.
enough, there's kind of a similar sequence in Resident Evil Code Veronica, which I think also came out around about the same time as this.
Our stun gun is just our knife replacement now.
Yep.
Had extremely limited ammo in the first game.
Yeah. Regina gets a handgun. I think she gets mostly handguns and rifles. And she also has a stun gun which can short out electronic panels like that.
Yep. Not quite how.
If I remember correctly,
electronics
you
work,
will
but-
need to do that every time you go through one of those rooms.
Oh, look at this mangled corpse. It was holding a dino file for some reason. He was a dino researcher in his spirit.
Meaning, odd lizard.
Yeah, as much as I'd love to learn about dinosaurs while playing the game, all the information is probably inaccurate, and they write a lot of it.
Yeah. This is classic Capcom. We're going to spaff everything on the page at you.
Yep. For Wikipedia, this was your best way to learn about dinosaurs. Kind of a cool effect. T-Rex go. I have a thumbnail. Ooh, and pterodactyls. Lots of good cinematics. This little
All the
walkway.
boys are here.
Yep. Rude.
Regina's cattle prod can actually kill you, be glad to know.
Better.
But it is weaker than the machete.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Remember, you do get upgrades for your melee weapons. Oh yeah, and I forgot that you can run and gun in this.
Yeah. I noticed it when I was playing as Dylan. They almost called Chris Redfield. But now it's extremely useful because our gun sucks.
Risk Hedfield.
And you don't meet as many Risses as you would think. After Riss Darby.
Surprisingly fell on the ground. At least for him, it's always Trat Summer.
Like they bother to do little character models for bugs flying around and shit.
Yeah. The only issue I had with it back in the day was I kept thinking I needed to kill them.
They do very much look like that, especially with the extremely low-res backgrounds and the high-res models.
Yeah. Yeah, if you hit an enemy when it's about to attack, the counter actually does a bit more damage, so you can kill them in one go.
Yeah, I've been noticing I've been getting counter bonuses. You're going to die a lot faster when that happens.
Yeah, you don't get extra points, unfortunately.
Tragic. Boy. Shoot him. Shoot the spores. Shoot everything. An action game. I guess we'll deprioritize this round.
Yeah, it's weirdly Metroidvania, and there will be plenty of areas where you're like, you can't go in here, but they will still let you progress a little bit.
I need the Varia suit.
Pretty much.
Currently in the Zero suit.
I mean, it's a gas mask, but yeah, it has the same functionality.
Just to reskin it as a sci-fi item.
Or it's a flamethrower, because I'm fairly certain Regina gets a flamethrower at one point.
Oh, for sure that would be a QTE. Like the ones
Yeah,
that,
no
like,
QTEs in this game that I recall.
weird. I mean, they sucked real bad in the first game.
Oh, yeah.
But,
Do not take it as a disappointment.
yeah. There was, like, one that I could not pass. I kept, like, failing the button mashing for some reason. It had to be reading my inputs wrong. That or it was, like, Metal Gear Solid 1 levels of difficult. I could not pass it. Oh, shouldn't see.
You don't get upgrades to your health, as I recall.
That's weird because the medium healing pack healed me practically all the way in one usage.
Yeah.
And then there's
I
also
think
a large
the large
healing pack.
one. Yeah, I think the large one also stops your bleeding.
That would make some sense. The thing. Die. Tail whip.
Also, it took me years to work out what the small healing thing was until I realized it's probably like a hypodermic injector.
Oh yeah, that would make sense, like an EpiPen sort of thing.
Yeah, like pull the bit, the curvy bit
Mhm.
on the right off, and then on the left hand side there'll be a button or something.
Yeah, I look at it,
Or maybe
and
the little curvy bit is the button.
I think it's literally a Band-Aid.
It could also be.
Peel the wrapper, there's a Band-Aid inside.
Welcome to the future. We 3D printed you a Band-Aid.
Yep. And the large pack is a PDA that distracts you from pain. Flappy Bird. And incineration. Poison plants, PP34. Rule 34. PP plants.
I mean, we've all seen some 34 of the plants from the original Resident Evil.
Yeah, I mean, if it exists.
Infamous back in the day.
Yeah. Old Capcom games have a hilarious naming method. Apparently, this file rating system is called SORT, S-O-R-T, which is some kind of acronym.
Some ordinary reading text.
May as well be.
Makes as much sense as anything.
Fight a flamethrower to get past the poison plants. And don't walk
get
into
too
the
close
fire.
to the burning things. You dumbass.
Yep. Don't do the fascist militia did at the end of Nightbreed.
I mean, there's a lot of things that they do that I would recommend people don't.
Yeah. And they had some bad ideas, for sure. Technically, we're doing some of them by storming a monster-infested compound.
Yeah. Like, if they just stuck to getting drunk in their trucks like good old boys, I would have been totally fine with it. But no.
Don't coerce a priest with a conscience into joining you.
Don't blackmail him by letting him know that you know that he wears women's underwear.
Only in the book.
Yeah.
Censored for the movie.
Priest doing something you shouldn't? No, the American public will never accept that in a movie.
Movie is just a drink.
I was saying you would think people would have learned after the first crisis, honestly. Yeah, you would think, but then you remember, I don't know, Raccoon City?
Yeah. I mean, it's weapon manufacturers. They never learn. Like a very real world. The dumbest and most suicidal companies are weapons manufacturers.
Yeah, all they know is we have shiny new toy that we need to use now.
Yep. Okay, we share points with fucking Dylan. I'm never gonna remember that name. I refuse.
Bullcut. John Bullcut Dino Crisis 2.
Seriously doubt I'm gonna need 400 bullets.
Yeah, it's for your starter weapons. You're not going to use them once you get like something better.
Probably save
once
up
you
for
start
this.
getting to the beefier weapons, or you find one that you really like, then you want to start upping the ammo count on them.
Yeah, and apparently we can replace our sidearm, melee. The firewall. Save up. Hopefully I shouldn't be trying to keep multiple saves.
Yeah. The dino bubble will burst any day now, I swear. It's funny because the energy wave does actually look like a bubble.
Yeah, it really does.
Because everything is based on Akira somehow.
Yeah, they show it in the first game, and it's like a little wiggly orb.
Yeah. Like an expanding orbular wave. Orbular's a word, right? It is now.
Ask any geometrist. Magazines, game systems, protein bottles. That's their entertainment here in the facility.
Okay, remember that they were stuck in this place for decades. Those were just regular juice bottles to begin with.
Yep. Damn biker ninjas. They're space guns.
and they're very tight leather hot pants.
Yeah.
Wait!
Yeah, they're from a different movie.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna rescue one.
Grab my hand!
It's like the fan servicey version of Mad Max 2.
I've seen this MST3K. I believe it's Warrior from the Lost World.
Also, Warriors of Atlantis. There were a lot of Italian ripoffs of Mad Max 2.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell this was a Capcom game from the late 90s, early 2000s because there's a
come on,
teenage blonde with hot pants and thigh highs.
Getting chained to a radiator by Regina.
I don't want to do this to you, but you've left me no other choice.
Capcom, it's Pride Month. Can't lesbian bait like that. He's struggling to.
Yeah, no one just isolate the sound effects and put them over any other kind of video, please. Don't send it to the following email address.
Uh-oh. Good thing I can't get knocked off. Unless I can.
No.
First game would have
I
let
think you can get knocked off, like, stuff like those kind of platforms.
Mhm.
But that's very rare, and it's only, like, the T-Rex that can do that to you.
Yeah. We didn't really get, like, a key or anything.
No. Your current goal, if I remember correctly, is to save up for the flamethrower.
Yeah, kill enough to get a new gun. Rude. Said you could have a jump attack. Oh, you fucking carrying me around with your
It wouldn't be so bad if he didn't just, like, throw you down with such disdain, like, meh!
Yep, gross.
You've been in the jungle, you're stinky now.
160. 120. I'm apparently killing him multiple times.
I think the bigger ones give you, like, points for damage thresholds, or for stunning them. You can actually kill it, it just takes forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, pretty good for grinding points. Wow. Yeah, we're all set.
Yeah, unfortunately now you're going to have to spend half of it on healing items.
Just die and come back. I have 4 resuscitations. The mosquitoes will help. Do the mosquitoes pay extra attention when you're bleeding? Is that like a joke?
I don't actually know.
Yeah. Might be a joke. And if it is, it's pretty funny.
After Metal Gear Solid, everyone was trying to put in, like, little touches and details like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so far I'm kind of impressed by the details. Pretty fun.
Yeah. Like, this is genuinely a really good game. I remember playing. It's one of the few games that this type that I finished it over the course of like 3 or 4 days back when I got it, and was like, this is actually really good. And then I got to the end, and I was like, I wonder if there's a different ending if I play it on hard mode. And there wasn't. But I finished it on hard, and then went through some of the bonus modes.
I really wanted the machine guns. Would have had to go.
You will want them because they are really good, if I remember right.
Yeah, they look awesome. I'm sure Regina will look cool wielding them. She's gonna look like the Matrix.
Yep. And they're one that you really will want to up the ammo count on.
This came out like just after the Matrix too, so probably a direct reference.
Matrix was late 99, if I remember right.
Yeah, and this was 2000. Fresh in everyone's memory. Changed the entire culture.
Yep.
Emo style, or
something I was
I'll take it.
Talking about with people ages ago is you can tell, like when a film or a show has actually changed the culture when they're still making jokes about it like 30 years later and people still get it.
Yep.
Matrix is one of those few ones from the 90s that, you know, you put on a character puts on a pair of sunglasses and a trench coat and everyone knows what they're going for.
Yeah. I mean, when it came out, it was a problem how many references there were to it. It was unbearable, like Tiny Toon references.
Everything slows down. Oh, they're doing bullet time. Okay.
Yep. Like, most live-action things couldn't pull it off, so you'd get, like, Scary Movie inexplicably doing a Matrix parody, and it was really, really bad, because everything Scary Movie's ever done really bad.
I remember the first two being decent, And then after
Fractals.
no.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some cute ideas, but they did so much damage to culture. That decade where every movie had the word movie in it because it was a parody of other movies.
Date movie, epic movie,
Epic
superhero movie.
Yeah.
Like, just you might as well just call each one product.
Yep.
Superhero product. Horror product. Watch it, you fucking minions.
Right. Fire. Probably get some health back. Plenty of healing. What check does. Wow, it tells us what the gun does. It has a little power, strengths and weaknesses axis.
There's a couple of unlockable weapons that are ridiculously strong. But you need to go through some of the extra modes to get them, so can't really blame anyone for not. Because it's essentially the game's got its own mercenaries mode.
Thing just stopped sporing. Tragic. Gave up on life. Road's back open. We're not going to use a gas mask, though. With swamp. Or plants.
I think that's yep. I think the flamethrower is not that great against dinosaurs.
Yeah, I believe it. They've got scales. They're heat resistant. Hammer. Presumably I can walk into the flaming things and catch fire.
Like I was saying, I only owned the first one, which is a lot less fun from what I remember. We actually did it a couple of years ago.
Yep. Talked about already how it
What'd you get
was
on-
much less fun, but also a really good game.
Yeah. I mean, this is the more fun game, but I still would say, don't let that put you off the first one.
Yeah, I'm very glad I did the first game.
Yeah, going from 1 to 2 would have... going from 2 to 1 would have felt like a step back, but...
Yeah, there's
Playing them
such a different
chronologically
genre
is
that
good.
they don't really compare properly, but
Yeah.
the tonal shift would have been a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah. Like with Parasite 1 and 2, it works because you can go from 2 to 1 because they are completely different genres. But with this, they're just close enough that it feels weird.
Yeah. First game felt a lot gorier because there are corpses all over the place, but they're so low res because they're part of the background. They don't really come across as gory. We saw a guy who had his guts torn out from his chest to the his lower thigh, it said. And we could just sort of see skeleton aspect.
So it's that thing of all games of this time period were kind of built for CRT TVs.
Mm-hmm.
So the details are, once you blow them up and you start looking at them on a 1080p screen or a 4K monitor or whatever, everything kind of washes together.
Yeah.
But if, you're looking at it on a CRT, then it still looks pretty good.
Yeah, but I'd say the first one, even under the exact same conditions as we're seeing this one, looked better overall. More consistent. Oh, God. Look at that keyboard. And now, when I come down here, turn the camera, Look at that fucking keyboard.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh, that is... Yikes. Yeah, that's one of the other things, is when it was all low res, stuff like that didn't stand out as dramatically as it does now.
Yep.
And also, you know, it didn't clip through.
Go chickens, go. Regina, have anything else to say about this?
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if you can actually kill them if you're quick enough on the draw. Don't think
Maybe.
so.
To do a 100% kills run. Or every
It
room
will
you go
take you
into.
a while.
Yeah, every room you go into, you have to kill everything. Ooh, pretty. They hadn't put...
Holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur. Oh my god, what the fuck?
They hadn't put a 240p bush in front of it.
It kind of takes away from the majesty of the panic.
For T-Rex in this room? Like, we'd be almost dead
no.
already.
Come on,
Down
stop
there, Dylan.
playing around.
Last casket.
I call it a glass dip.
You would.
Yeah, I really would.
Oop. Hey, the menu actually told me. Alright, I guess Dylan's just gonna die in there. I don't remember getting blocked by a, like, locked door here. I do remember
I think there
needing
was,
the wand to get through a panel.
yeah, there's another one over there.
Yeah. Did anything new appear? I'm used to games where, like, go through the same route twice with different characters, and for some reason, there's new items along the path, and
Yeah.
get to see. No, this is consistent because it's 5 minutes apart.
Yeah. I said it's weirdly Metroidian in with how you're constantly going through the same areas, but you're unlocking new bits left and right.
Mm-hmm. Two characters do play pretty differently, although it's the same basic gameplay. We're just aiming and shooting. Very different
Yeah.
weaponry available. All right, control room. See how many 10-step puzzles there are in here. No, there's just a wall
Who's
of
ready
keys.
for a token puzzle?
Color puzzles were big in the first game.
Yep.
I gotta put a key back to take it out. Yeah, this might actually be a puzzle where I gotta figure out which goes to which puller. Okay, and here's our cipher. Keys managed in the control room will correspond to the color of the key. Well, yeah, obviously. The one in the room that Dylan is locked in is like a shade of blue. There's probably just one shade of... I think we want the blue one. And they're reprogrammed each week. We might have to start stealing fingerprints.
I also have the guide up just in case we wind up needing it.
Yep. I mean, we got through the first game. Those were some of the hardest survival horror puzzles ever.
Yeah.
And, like, the interactables in this game are, like, 1,000 times higher resolution than everything else, so they should pop out. Not just be run around for half an hour.
Yeah, thankfully most of the stuff that you mash your face against is just flavor text.
Yeah. Big. Guess what actually happened was Dylan used the wrong key, put the thing on lockdown for security reasons, and then he threw the same key out.
Yep.
Plus, that key was apparently worthless, so we've taken it. Swapped it for a good one. Ouch. I have to start killing these things. Especially because I need points because I'm doing the dual SMGs.
Yeah. Well, you'll be swapping over to Dylan in a minute.
Hate that guy.
No one likes Dylan. If I remember that Project Cross Zone and Namco Cross Capcom.
Hey, what took you so long?
Nice
Regina
to see
shows
you
up as a
too.
character, but
Tell
Dylan
me
doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I found a young female survivor,
Thick burn.
but she
Tiny
was
head.
uncooperative. I locked her up in the control shack. I'll take her back to the ship. You go on ahead. I'll meet you there.
We're gonna take our captive.
Uh,
They had to show it though,
try to relax.
even though we're not playing as her.
Teleported there.
What is wrong with you? You're a survivor, right? Please, we're here to help. What's your name? Where are all the others? Where's your family?
Regina, you better come and see this.
Who trashed the place?
How can you
It
tell a
wasn't
place has been
dinosaurs.
trashed around here?
Someone must have got in here and destroyed all the computers.
I think the only
activator for the
way we
gate
can
is
tell it's been
broken too.
trashed is that it's
We can't get back to
slightly
our own
less, slightly more disheveled than everywhere else.
With the helmets.
They also damaged the engine activator. We can't even move our ship.
Okay. We'll have to look for something in this world in order to get us back to our original time. And we have to find parts for the ship, too.
Hey! Before you go, handcuff the girl so she won't run away. There's a facility we haven't gone to yet. You gotta check it out.
Right. Calm down. I'm here to help you. Just calm down. Look, I have to make sure you don't escape. Trust me.
Be more calm while I'm manhandling you.
Yep. Calling it now, she's Dylan's grandma.
Hey,
Gam Gam's got some legs.
what are you doing?
Gams on Gam Gam.
Stop it. What's the matter?
Or she's just into, like, preserving the white race and notices that we're Aryan too.
Yeah, it's a little different in the modern era, doesn't it?
Yeah. Pilot. You afford anything. Have a solid cannon. Better than those gaseous cannons.
I'm more of a fan of the liquid ones myself.
I wonder if we share the firewall, like we buy it once and both characters get it.
Yeah, I completely
We
forget.
share the flamethrower.
There are a couple of weapons which are unique to each character. I know that much.
Eddie upgrade. I forgot to say. Yeah, so far one puzzle and it was ridiculously easy.
It
Capcom
wasn't a
learned
puzzle,
their
it was
lesson.
busy work.
Yeah. And we were on a ship the whole time.
Okay, yeah. If you buy the flame launcher for one character, you get it for both.
Yep. Yeah, I just noted that in my inventory. Nice of our characters to share. It's gonna be funny
There's
when we
only
get like
3.
split up. One of us falls into a different timeline, or we still share the item.
There's 3 items which both characters use: 2 sub weapons and the flamethrower.
Can't share machetes and tasers.
No, that's only because Regina is a weak little girl with tiny noodle arms.
Of course. Outside. Probably not a dinosaur. We'll hold out hope that it's not a dinosaur.
It's just some weird cat. I have been late getting out of bed some days, and Tal will just sit inches away from my face and scream at me like that.
Oh yeah, you'll hear that exact sound if you breakfast time.
Yeah.
He kind of can turn into the MGM line. I'm kind of go to bed. Also,
So
the
you're going to
lead
say
drive
any
holes.
cat can turn into the MGS Rex, and I was like, yeah, also that too.
I've only played Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. My reference points are minimal.
2 of the games in which the reference to that joke shows up, and well done.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, 2 in which it doesn't show up in, I should say.
Yeah. I'm not a big Metal Gear Solid fan overall. Like, obviously, 2 and 3, excellent games. Prescient, especially 2.
Yep.
Or AI Hellscape, in which Kojima participates because he's a fucker.
I mean, I expected it of Nicholas Wingding Refns, but come on, Kojima, you're better than that.
You made a game about how that sucks.
Yeah.
Now you made the game about how you suck. And then he forsaked it immediately because they always do, but like, that's like using AI in your concept art and then saying, oh, we hate AI and we never used it.
Yeah. Which is a fucking epidemic right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, I've been reading up on Salvador Dali and how one of his techniques for coming up with ideas was having micronaps, where he would sit upright in a chair with a metal pen in his hand, just his hand hanging off the side of the chair. And underneath it, he would put a metal plate, like a serving tray or a cooking tin or something. And when he started falling asleep, the pen would fall out of his hand and wake him up, and he would then paint whatever he was dreaming about in that precise moment. And that was, about, 100 years before the invention of AI? 80 odd years? And here's the clear obscure guy saying, you know, we needed AI's help to come up with surreal landscapes. No, you didn't.
Yep. And also, we didn't use AI, except maybe we did a little, but then we regretted it. So it doesn't count.
Yeah. Look, we didn't say no take-backsies, so legally we're in the clear.
Would automatically restacks our items when we like half of 2 stacks. All luxuries that I really appreciate.
But there's games that come out now that don't do that shit.
Yeah. And body slam, I get it. Can't really counter this guy because it attacks so fast.
And once you get better weapons, then the big lads are easier.
Certainly working a lot better than the pistol ever did. Although, famous last words. I don't need to be there anyway, but I got a few points for shooting that guy in the face 100.
It's funny that Regina is literally running around with a fucking desert eagle, and you might as well be throwing dried peas at her.
Yep. Her gun looks more real and threatening than his little toy shotgun.
Honestly, it kind of reminds me of if you've ever seen the background details to the original Doom, a lot of the guns were based on photo manipulations of toy guns that they picked up. And one of the more famous ones was the shotgun, which was a brown plastic toy shotgun.
A fun idea.
And yeah, kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, except they didn't really nail the proportions. They look like toy guns. Aim down.
Dig up, stupid.
There he goes. Figured it out. Had to waste like 3 shells to do it.
Thankfully, ammo was cheap and plentiful.
Yeah, and by shells I mean S bullets.
Get the hot bullets of shotgun to die.
Ray grinding.
Yeah, if you play this like a classic survival horror game, you wind up horribly underpowered. You need to kill everything.
Yeah. The combat is fun. I'm not, like, actually complaining.
Yeah.
As grinding goes, this is pretty tolerable.
Yeah, there's a couple of points later on in the game that I was just running back and forth between 3 or 4 rooms so I could get enough points to afford some upgrade or another. But it never felt like I was wasting my time because the game wouldn't let me progress otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so far, if you choose to engage with the game's mechanics, you'll pretty much be right on track for doing everything you need to do.
And there's a couple of areas later on where they will put in enemies that are weak to one of the weapons that you have, and they will give you a lot of points in reward.
I completely forgot what our aim was right now. Oh well, I'm sure I'll stumble upon it accidentally.
Yeah, well, right now you are looking to find parts of the ship, and you need to head back to the research facility.
Okay. Probably more than we need, but we'll... They do have us covering the same ground over and over again and just opening slightly more of it each time. That's a little bit frustrating. That's how the end of the first Dino Crisis was. Like, we looked up the FAQ to try and speed things up and make it easier. The FAQ was like, in one paragraph, okay, go here, then go here, then go here, and then you're done. And that took 4.5 hours because it was all backtracking.
Yeah, if I remember, it was literally one big paragraph that started off with words to the effect of, big sigh, okay, this is going to take a while.
Yeah. Yep. Because we had been going through all like the puzzles and stuff, and they would have like a full page on the FAQ saying what to do. Then the exploration turns out to be even more of the game. We just have a few words. Those words carry a lot of significance.
Those were small words. They appeared small, but they were actually very, very long.
Yep. Still a good game despite itself. Tries hard not to be.
Yeah. As I said, I hadn't played it since it came out in like 98, 99. And I remember, I've clearly forgotten a lot of its shortcomings, shall we say.
Yeah.
So I remember it being like closer to Resident Evil, like you can finish it your first time in like 4 hours. I think it took us like 6 or 7.
Probably even longer. Yeah, the first Resident Evil is like hilariously trivial in respect for how far survival horror has come.
Yeah. They stopped giving you unlocks for speedruns when the game started taking more than 10 hours. I think my first playthrough of both versions of Resident Evil 4 was probably around about the 18 to 20 hour mark.
I believe it. 4 is Beast. That was the first Resident Evil I ever played, like a lot of people.
I think 6 is still the longest because you've got 3 campaigns and 1 mini campaign to go through.
Yeah, 6 is multiple games in and of itself. And yeah, everyone hates all of them. You can't make that many games at the same time and have them all be good.
Yeah.
Apparently, all of them are bad.
Yeah, it's so funny because like a lot of bad games from like I want to say maybe 2010 to 2015, they've all come under reevaluation of people going like, it's not as bad as you think. And 2 games that I have yet to see anyone pull that for are Resident Evil 6 and Final Fantasy 13. I'm not saying anyone hasn't done that revisionism, I'm just saying I've not seen it.
Yeah. I mean, after Lightning Returns, they started to revisit Final Fantasy 13 and give it way more slack than it deserved.
Yeah. The second one wasn't too bad. But the first and the third, oh, Jesus.
And one of my favorite game devs, Vikintor, really likes RE6. So it's not unheard of to secretly like RE6. Vikintor also likes like outright bad games. Akuji the Heartless. Yeah.
See, that was one of those games I saw adverts for it everywhere when it came out. And then the next time I saw it, it was in the bargain bin of my local independent game store.
Yep. Like a D tier Tomb Raider ripoff.
Yeah. And every time I saw it, I would look at it and be like £5 and I'd be like, I'm not that desperate for entertainment.
Yep.
I would like some more new games, but I would also like them to be good.
Mm-hmm. I'm the kind of hypocrite who would turn out to like Akuji the Heartless. Maybe I'll have to find out someday.
I just remember indie game store in Glasgow, GeForce, which was there for about, I was like nearly 30 years before it closed down, about 7 or 8 years ago. And they were like the only place in town that you could trade games in or just swap them. It had a full selection of games in the wall, all marked between like 1 to 5. And you could trade in, like for a $5, you could swap X game for Y game. So it was a new release, it was 1, it was slightly older, it was 2, and so on until you got like the creep crap clogging up the 5 aisle. And you would see the same games there week after week, month after month, year after year. To the point where eventually they just started selling a whole load of them in multi-packs just to get rid of them.
Yeah, that sounds like the PS1, PS2 era.
Yep.
Because the PS1 had, what, like 1,000 games?
Something like 1,000 to 1,500, I think. Something ridiculous like that.
I know the PS2 was around 1,200.
Yeah. That's individual releases, not the same game released in 3 or 4 different markets.
Yep. Yeah, those were 2 absolutely absurd consoles.
Some of the best.
Oh yeah, I love especially the trash of the PS1, and like you could experiment. You could do a new IP on the PS1 and PS2.
Yeah. Something
and you could also make the
other
best game in an existing IP.
Yeah. Something reminded me the other day of stuff like Stretch Panic and Under the Skin, and I was like, God, those were weird games, but literally nothing like it before or since.
Yeah, that formulated my entire taste. Weird Lynchian.
Oh yeah.
Katamari and even Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne for its like edgelord darkness. Oh, we got the Wayne Knight special.
No, not you, Cap.
They do drop
that
kicks.
just as my cat was coming over to say hi, he heard me go and he was like, "Aw."
Fine. Someone else's
I'm
eyes.
sorry, my precious little guy.
Have way more HP than I would have expected.
Also, it's funny you mentioned Wayne Knight because I saw the Among Us TV show
I was
the
gonna
other
say,
day.
yeah, Among Us. Everyone's talking about Wayne Knight again because of Among Us.
Yeah. Scarily, that is a good show. Like, there's, it's way better than it has any right to be.
I haven't seen it, but I know the cast is amazing, and like,
oh, cast is fantastic.
Yeah, it has a vision of sorts. I don't know how strong a vision it is, but going for something. That's respectful in this thing.
Well, it's cohesive. The jokes are, like, the majority of them landed with me, which is all you can really ask for.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's one episode where I was like, you could cut a huge chunk out of this and it would be so much better. But yeah, I scarily really enjoyed it.
Oh, you said this wasn't good for fighting dinosaurs.
I remember it being worse than it is, but that might just be with the raptors, with the little guys.
It just one-shot everything in the room.
Nope, I'm a dumbass.
And we can run and gun it, which is hilarious. Yeah, I really feel like
walk
Rambo.
forward using a flamethrower. No way that will bite you in the face.
And it didn't. There were no consequences. Never will be.
And when you've stopped laughing, please direct me to the burn ward. I now look like a pizza.
Oh, we can't use our knife while wielding the flamethrower. That's a certain drawback.
Yeah. I was going to say that makes sense because it's two-handed. So's the fucking shotgun.
Yep. Can't find anything to do because Regina needs to come and lock the door for me. Maybe
I
I
like
can
that the
go
shotgun
back and
rounds
find
went off in
Regina.
like a 45-degree angle there.
Yep, they'll do that.
Yeah, the guy at the
Extremely
side.
widespread. Then all the way
It's
around.
not really surprising because the barrel has a length of maybe like 2.5 centimeters.
Yep, it's ultra sawed off. Yep. Blocked.
Actually, check the door.
Oh, yeah. Find Regina. Oh, it's activated. I've got the research
I
facility
think you have
keycard.
that.
What the hell?
Yeah.
This game's visual cues are wildly inconsistent. I don't even know when I got this thing. I just noticed it in my inventory for quite a while.
I think that was the one that you picked up in the room where you got locked in.
Could be. That room was very confusing to me.
Yeah, because you opened up the hatch and there was a key card or something in there.
Wonder if machete upgrades make us cut down doors.
Don't know, but if I remember, it does knock back enemies further and keeps them down longer.
Guys are getting robbed. Hand mirrors and watches.
Tiny dinosaur thieves, a likely story.
My silver rocket got stolen.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, I never even noticed that.
Yeah, what? A real jivey
A real
name.
jivey name.
Compy. This researcher is very relatable.
Okay, so apparently this researcher was John Shaft.
Maybe they went back to 1970 very briefly, picked up this guy, and then went back 65 million more years.
Which would explain the guy with the flares, naturally.
Yep.
It's all coming back round together.
Yep, Compy's still getting the shiny things. This has to be a clue, like the little guys are going to lead us to a stash of keys or something. Caught one. Compy's, what a nuisance. Compy, tasty.
I think I remember there's like a little mini game coming up.
Compy never got out of the cage. Desiccated.
You cannot have the dinosaur jerky.
Yep. Metal spoon in there. Give me that spoon. Okay. Compy's a nickname for Pretty Jaws.
Never call your partner that one, though. You will find out the hard way that a lot of people just don't find it a compliment.
Yeah. They're going to start using the jaws a whole lot more.
Just in the middle of an argument going, you have pretty jaws, and then run while they're wondering what the fuck is wrong with you.
Yep. Bite out of the side of your neck. Whether or not they're a vampire.
Chompy, chompy, chompy.
Tunnels. Close them. Seems like they'd be more useful open. Like, survival horror protagonists just open everything. No file, except it's search records. Time gate is impossible. limited, well, with the limited instrument world. Yeah, we've read this one. Either that or someone is in a time loop themselves and rewriting. Already said. And then Wolf went to the missile silo. Engine bridge is destroyed, so now we're gonna get there. Oh, we got to go through the deadly poison zone. Lucky us.
1, 2, 3, not it.
We were cleansing the deadly poison zone with fire, but I guess it's too poisonous now. Officially need
Too
a mask.
concentrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew I remembered there was one bit where you had to get a breathing mask or a gas mask.
Yeah, they've outright said you need Dino eggs. Or not to disturb it.
Fuck that, get me a frying pan. I'm getting a 65 million year old omelet.
Yeah, cook them suckers.
Can you imagine the protein value in one of those eggs?
Yeah.
Good God.
Here, no. Yes.
Never mind.
Good thing I tried, even though it's a dead end. Taught me more about the game's design philosophy.
I'll say one thing that was both cool and annoying about games of this era was the fact they would just put in random areas like that to fuck with you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, odds are there was something that was meant to be put in there that, got cut later on, but like Resident Evil had, like the first 3 all had the occasional area would just be like, hey, check out this neat camera angle.
Yeah, I do love inefficiency of design for the purpose of storytelling and general flavor.
The aesthetic, yeah.
It's only annoying when the game is extremely difficult in its puzzles, combat. Like the first game was. Like there was stuff in the first game that I felt like I could not take the time to research because a dinosaur was literally chasing me.
Yeah, as I said, when we were playing it before, I got through the first couple of letter puzzles and was like, absolutely fucking not, I'm looking up a guide.
Yep.
I see what you're trying to do, and I want no part of it.
And of course, a lot of the guides suck. Take some meat. Guy's got a high health pool. Get in this room. Are closing.
Oh, there's actually an item that you might want to pick up in the items section of the shop. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tools.
Sure. Okay. Oh, they've restocked this whole thing.
Yep.
Silver card seems good. That seems good. 2 bulletproof vests.
The inner suit. Yep. Inner suit will prevent you from bleeding, apparently.
Oh, shit.
And the silver card, there's a couple of cards that you can pick up in the game, and they all either give you more points or keep your combo going longer.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing that if it had an item description in the shop, I would purchase immediately.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if they actually had any kind of, hey, here's what this thing does.
Not as far as I could tell.
But yeah, I think there's like a silver, a gold, and a platinum card or a black card. And they all give you like bonuses to your score.
Okay, full running in circles. Track where I've been. Gates.
Yeah, this is just wandering around until you find the next thing that does the thing.
Yeah. for hotspot. Oh wait.
Although there is, it looks like there's one of the hatches in the room with the computer, which you might need to open.
Look at this.
Is that not the... Ah, yeah. Here we go.
Hey! That's mine!
I already locked all the doors. You're not going anywhere. Hear you screaming. Now die. Oh, you went through a wall? And came out the other side.
I can run around it.
Yeah. Oh, he bit me.
Yeah,
can't
this
you shoot
isn't
straight
about
going?
murdering it, it's about trapping it.
They'll blame Dylan for not being able to shoot, right?
I mean, he can barely hold up his muscle mass. He's closer to a T-Rex with those tiny little arms.
Yep. Do it the path to the cage. Back here, then back. Oh, we'll find the cage and then we'll work back from there.
Yeah.
Here. Then that. Only this, I think?
Check the map just to make sure.
Yep.
And what's on the opposite side
wow.
there.
That goes... I think it's through the wall. Behind me there. I think I have a good sense of the floor layout. It's actually pretty cool. Okay. Hi. Called in reinforcements, eh?
The big boys showed up.
Watch them all die.
From a good safe distance.
And another door. Where the hole is aid. Pretty away from that. That. In you go. Like those odds. That goes right to the
Close
cage.
that gate.
Of course, you don't go right into the cage. Whatever, you're in the room. Eyes of the cage, and there's no Ivy in here. I ate those words very quickly. Okay. Not quite.
I mean, it wasn't Ivy.
Yep. At least it didn't disappear. Now get in the cage. And stay in there until you're a desiccated corpse.
Now set it on fire.
You to be adorable and harmless. Did I get my key back? Did I just pick that up off screen? Yes, I did. Okay, now we can do more research. Dinosaurs. I was trying to click on. An anti-bleeding shirt.
At least the game's a bit more generous with the hemostats than it was in the first one.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy as many as you need. Excellent. I hate that we don't just auto-use. That is a modern convenience. Grown too used to.
Yeah, I think that wasn't even a thing until maybe Resident Evil 4. Possibly Code Veronica.
Yeah, Silent Hill is always inconsistent about it. I don't even remember how often they just throw you in, I guess, 2 Silent Hills.
Yeah. I
Battery.
completely forget as well.
I had to sell all my copies of Silent Hill to survive.
Yay.
Yep. Everyone who did contribute to keep me alive, I came down to like my last few pennies before I got my first. Thank you.
Yeah, I remember I had to sell a whole load of stuff like 2 or 3 years ago to help my then girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, selling shit is miserable, especially because eBay takes like 24% or something.
Usually 7 to 15, depending on what it is you're selling and how much it's going for, but still more than you would prefer.
On paper, 13% across the board for everything I sold. In actuality, it's a scam. They fucking include the cost of shipping and tax in their cut, which brings it up over 20%.
Okay.
I lost like $60 of a $360 sale.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's brutal.
See, over here, I don't know if the laws are different, because I know that things are like over here, things are added to tax automatically, or tax is added to things automatically. But in the States, it's like a 50-50 coin toss as to whether or not the tax is included in the price. But over here, it's, as I said, it's between 7 and 15%, and the buyer usually pays the shipping fee.
Yeah, there are no laws in America anymore. Have money, you just do whatever you want. You take whatever portion of anything you want, and that's that.
Yeah, living in the land of fuck you got mine.
Yeah, what are the plebs going to do about it?
Vote for more of it, from what I've seen.
Yeah, for the most part.
I'm an outsider. Doesn't strike me as particularly helpful, but keep doing it. Maybe things will change someday.
Yep. I once, working at a grocery store, sold an older guy like 4 items for over $10, and he made me go through the entire receipt, item by item, make sure I hadn't like double scanned anything, because the price was ridiculous for those few items. Yeah, you should have headed this off 50 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to do that with so many people when I used to work, because I've worked for a couple of power companies, and whenever the bills would go up, because prices fluctuate, so they usually change them, like over here, they change them about 3 to 4 times a year. It's supposed to be a quote-unquote unquote adjustment, but really it's more, we're going to charge you, like, we're going to raise the prices for your energy more than 350% over the rate of inflation, and you're not going to do fuck all about it, because, you know, we control Bartertown.
Yeah.
And the number of people that I had to literally walk through everything and be like, okay, here's how much you're paying in the summer versus how much you're paying in the winter. You're paying more in the summer so that you don't pay more in the winter. Yeah, no, I fully agree that it's a complete scam, but I'm not allowed to agree with you because that might get me fired, and I like eating.
So yeah, we got the starter battery. I don't think the inventory is going to tell us anything about what it is or does. Instruments and equipment, that's all we need to know.
So now you just need to go back to the ship.
I had a feeling, yeah, we'd have to go right back to the starting point.
Yep.
This is a little fetch quest. I had that little puzzle. Compy puzzle was fun. Dude. What did I ever do to you, Allosaurus?
I like it when the fleshy things jump into my jaw.
Yep. And indeed, I did. That's gonna... Probably should have bought a few more. I didn't know there'd be an Allosaurus along the way.
No one expects the Allosaurus Inquisition.
Touch the door. Doors are a big problem. Oh, the mosquitoes actually bit me, and they seem to only do that when I'm bleeding.
No, that would make sense.
Yeah. They love the blood. Just like me, for real. Okay.
You know, I was thinking about that, making that joke, but you beat me to it.
It looks like if we go into danger, we start bleeding automatically, and then if we heal from danger, we stop bleeding.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Damn it, I'm bleeding again. Cannot catch a break.
But you can catch these dinosaur hands.
Apparently. Practically can't miss them. I should really be killing my way through this. Certainly got the ammo for
really
it.
should.
Yep.
And don't forget that the body armor stops you from bleeding as much.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. That's an investment for a later day.
Yeah, thankfully, if you buy it for one character, you get it for both.
Yeah. Yeah, they even actually show that in the store screen.
Yeah.
Little body armors for both
Fetching bodysuits for both of you. It doesn't change the character model, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect it to, but it would much. Surely we can unlock caveman outfits when we game, though. That is... I'm not going to compromise on that one. Oh, apparently our bleeding will stabilize given enough time.
Yeah, surprisingly, there are no extra costumes.
What? It sucks.
Alternate loading screens, couple of extra modes, infinite ammo, and different backgrounds on the ranking screen. That's it.
That's fairly weak. No, it's looted. Hey, I have no blood left.
Wow, you have like one hit point.
Yep. Can't bleed to death, apparently. That's generous. So we'll just make it as many doors as we can. And use the resuscitation, which is my only item left. The map. They can make it wrong turns. It's the furthest possible door.
Oh, of course it is.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is frankly good news. Have full health.
Yeah, you need to serpentine a lot in this game.
Yep. Yeah, the speedrun is pretty impressive. Because they do almost no combat.
But think there's really only like 3 weapons in the game that you need to have, and one of them's the flamethrower.
Yep. I mean, there is a knife-only
heavier
run.
duty to deal with the bosses.
Yeah. There's a knife-only run, and knowing speedrunners, there's probably tricks to get around all the thing the game expects you to have to do, so... I haven't seen the speedrun for this game in a while, but yeah, it's impressive. Always inclined to hold the shoulder button that draws the gun, because it feels like a run button. There's no run button because you always run.
Yeah. This was one of the first kind of survival horror style games of this era that didn't have any kind of run, because you're always going at the maximum speed anyway.
Yeah. And that locked door that Regina can open right next to the patrol ship. Hate when games do that.
There is one door you can open, though. You just need to take a bit of a detour.
Oh, I know. I took it to get here, but convenient route, not an option. Need 5 more rooms to victory. Gotta go up that ladder. Seems like if they hit me in the back, it deals a lot more damage.
That would make sense.
Probably wouldn't want talons across my spine either.
Unless you're into that, in which case, fair play.
Yeah, true. King shaming.
Unless you're into it, in which case you're horrible and bad and wrong.
Yeah. Shame kinking, not king shaming. A no damage bonus. Apparently not. I didn't get enough kills.
Yeah. I think you need to get like a minimum number of kills in order to trigger it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Which, you know, fair. Risk reward.
Yeah. Or they did playtesting and realized past the dinosaur. Easy. A lot of scenarios. They probably also increased the number of dinosaurs dramatically. Response.
Yeah, I don't remember there being this many dinosaurs running around all the time.
Yeah, maybe in the free release. They upped it. Every time I've seen game. Just a shitload of dinosaurs.
Maybe it was altered for the European release, I don't know.
Yeah, that did happen a lot back in those days.
Yeah. Although usually it was games were made more difficult for the Western market.
Yeah, I mean anywhere where renting games was not a controlled market, they would increase the difficulty, but you wouldn't beat them during the rental.
Kind of stopped being a thing over here after the, say, the SNES and Mega Drive era.
Devil May Cry 3
remember...
is one of the last ones that did it.
Okay.
Devil May Cry 3 intentionally did ratchet up the difficulty big time for every
I remember that.
Non-Japanese release.
I really only finished the special edition because the difficulty was fairer.
Mm-hmm.
And you could, didn't get mocked for playing on easy, which was Japanese normal.
Yep. Yeah, the original release of Devil May Cry 3 is outright bad. I, almost quit it. And, I suffered through it and beat it, and it's great, but they intentionally made it way worse. Punish people who might have rented it. And the rental scene was dying at the time, so very few people rented it.
Yeah. As I said, like I remember seeing some PS1 games available for rent, but it was usually absolute dreck. Like there was never anything good whenever I went to the video store, so I just didn't bother.
Yeah, I mean, I rented games constantly for the N64, and even like NES and Super Nintendo had a big rental scene.
Yeah, I feel like it was really the main period was tail end of NES and pretty much all of the 16-bit era.
Yeah.
Because I remember renting the Mask video game once. That was a mistake.
I can imagine. I will admit to renting Siren enough times that I could have purchased it for the same price. And Siren is like the worst game ever to rent because it's impossible.
Oh, yeah.
You won't even beat the first level in your rental period.
Yeah, I mean, even if you know what you're doing, it still takes a while.
Yep. Siren has built-in rental protection.
Just comes with a sticker in the box that just says, don't even think about it.
Yep. All right, folks, I got a battery.
Huh?
Oh, prisoner's out.
But we don't got a girl.
Tragic. Deal win no GF.
She's gone.
Yeah, I can see that. You know what else is weird? I've checked the stats on
Taking
all the
underage
residency
girls
sources,
and chaining
but
them
I
up?
couldn't find any profile fitting her description.
Or is that just me
Like
being
she
too
doesn't
woke?
exist.
They're in the military.
Well,
They do that constantly.
I was thinking, maybe she's not one of
This
the
is fair.
survivors at all. What if those helmet people are from a completely different time than ours?
What?
Never mind. We found parts that might help fix the ship. But what matters now is we still haven't found any survivors or helpful data, so we must move on and search elsewhere.
This control panel is programmed to search for the areas where we can dock. Use it.
Right.
We're going to a new area.
Yep.
Wow. Seems like a good thing to pick up on in the next time we play this. Probably be next week. A whole new world of dinosaurs.
Don't you dare close your eyes.